today we're going to be making this a bralette. I already made the first one, so we're going to start with the second one. What you'll be needing is a yarn. I'm using cotton yarn, 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, and it's going to be, we're going to be working with a size 4. Yeah, we're going to be using size 4 hook. So let's get into the video. Here is our hook, size 4, and you also need a stitch marker. So let's begin. Outside. So what you want to do is you want to make a chain stitch. I'll show you the other way. You want to make a slip stitch. Yeah, and we're going to chain 15. So that is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you don't know how to make a chain stitch and a slip stitch, I have a video on that. I'll leave it in the description box. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook and another single crochet in the same stitch. So, and we are going to work a single crochet in the remaining 12 stitches, which is going to give us a total of 14 stitches. So if you're just starting out, it's a little bit hard to crochet in the chain, but since we are working with a small piece, it won't be too difficult for us, yeah, hopefully. So single crochet. Now we're at the end of it, and we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. You're going to skip this, and we're going to work in this. So we're going to skip this, and we're going to work in the 2nd stitch from the hook. So I'm going to work a single crochet and single crochet. So total we are going to make 11 single crochets. Then we are at the last chain, last stitch. So in the last stitch we're going to work 1 single crochet, put another single crochet in the same stitch, and then you're going to grab your marker and you're going to put it there, and then work a 3rd single crochet in the same stitch, and then continue working in rounds. So this time round we are not turning our work, instead we're going to be working in rounds. So yeah, and by the end of it, by the end of this row, you should be having 26 stitches total. So now we're at the end of our row, and what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work, and again we are skipping this 1st single crochet, crocheting in the 2nd one, and then we're going to work all the way around No, we are going to work until we reach our marker. So when you reach your marker, meet you there. We are at our stitch marker. So remember, when you reach on the stitch marker, you take it out, you single crochet 1 and single crochet 2. Now I want to show you how you can use the piece of yarn. You want to grab it, put it on your finger, insert your hook, and then you want to pull it. So that's it basically, and then we put our 3rd single crochet in that stitch. Remember, we are working 3 single crochets in the stitch that has a marker, and stitching the marker in the middle of them. So if you don't have a marker or a piece of yarn, you can use hairpin, you can use anything that you can insert there that doesn't come out. And then you want to work all the way down. So what you're going to do is you're going to work until the size you want. For me, I made 16 rows of this to get this size. So that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. I had 16 rows to get my size, which is a medium size. So you're going to continue working all the way until you have the size you want. So see you. So now I'm at the end of our row, and this is how our cup looks like. So now I'm going to single crochet all the way and to here, and then we are going to start making the straps. So single crochet, so now I'm at the top of our cup, and I'm going to put a single crochet in the middle of the cup, and I'm going to make a chain of 80 chains. 80. So if you want, you can make yours longer, like 100 stitches, or you can make yours shorter, like 50 stitches, depending on what you want. Then I'm going to meet you at the end of this chain. So now I'm at the end of my chain, and we're going to work single crochet across, skipping the first chain from the hook, and then putting a single crochet in each stitch across the chain, and then meet you at the end of this row. So now I'm at the end of our chain, our strap, and what you're going to do is you're going to put a single crochet in the very stitch that we started with, and then our strap is attached. So this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to single crochet all the way down, and then I'm going to come back and show you the next step. So now I'm at the end of my cup, my row, and this is what it looks like. So now we have 2 cups, and we are going to attach them together. So this is what your cups should be looking like now. So what we're going to do next is attach them together. So first I'm going to make a chain. You're going to make a chain that is long enough to tie around your back, and yeah, I ended up making a chain of 20. Now I'm at the end of my strap, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then put a single crochet in each chain across it, and then I'm going to meet you at the end of this. So now I'm at the end of my strap, and we're going to begin single crocheting on our cap, so making a border. And first I'm going to start with working in the first single crochet in the first row of the cap, and then next I'm going to be working a single crochet in each row and working over this yarn so that I don't have to weave it in. So now I'm at the end of my cap, and the next step is attaching them together, and we're going to join them with a slip stitch. And there you have it. And then we're going to work a single crochet again on the second cap, and again working off top of this yarn, the tail. And yeah, I'll meet you at the end of this row. I've reached the end of our second cap, and I'm going to do the same thing I did on the first cap, that is making a chain of 35, and this is going to be our second strap. So I'll meet you at the end of this chain, rather at the end of this row, because I'm going to single crochet across it. So next is attaching the second strap on the cap. I'm done with making the second strap, and to do this I'm going to use a slip stitch, and then I make a chain to secure it and then cut off the yarn. Now at this point our bralette is done. So if you want to stop here, then you're as good as done. Here are the straps that are going to tie at the back of the neck, and here are the ones that are going to tie around our back. Yeah, you can just go with this and enjoy the beach. So just cut off the yarn, the end tails of yarn, and you're good to go. But as for me, I chose to go furthermore and added pom-poms just to make it look more cute around the border. So let me just zoom in for you if you have continued with me. Yep. So now to make the pom-pom, I'm going to get my new yarn and attach it to the cap, starting from the very end of the cap, and make a chain of 6. So to make our pom-pom, I'm going to use a stitch called the cluster stitch, and to do this I'm going to double crochet 3 together. Yeah, that is, we're going to find the third chain from the hook and put a double crochet, but not finishing it all the way through, just leaving 2 loops on our hook, and then making another double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on our hook, and this is giving us 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on our hook, and then we have 4 loops. So yarn over, pull through all 4 loops of on our hook, and our first cluster stitch is done. So we are going to make 2 of them, and the second one is going to be done on top of the first one. So now after making the second stitch, cluster stitch, I'm going to join them together with a slip stitch, that is folding them into half and then join them together. And there you have it. Our first pom-pom is done. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to skip a stitch and then make a slip stitch in the second chain, in the next chain, and then chain 3. So we are going to repeat doing this until the end of this bralette. So, and one thing that I realized is that when I skip one stitch, then they are a little bit too close. So I switched to skipping 2 stitches and then working in the 3rd stitch. So I'm going to put there a slip stitch, and I'm going to do this with you again. So now at this point, this is how our work is looking like. Yeah. So now I'm going to crochet all the way across until the end of this. So to finish off, we are going to end with a chain 3, and I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to finish off with a slip stitch. Then chain 1, and then pull up a yarn, cut off the yarn, and pull up on the yarn, and then our work is done. Just pulling it tight, making sure it's tight. Then we're going to weave in the ends, and yeah, our top is all done. Our bralette is all done. So guys, here is our top all done. Our bralette, call it bralette, and I think I like how it came out. Not even like, I love how it came out. The yarn that I'm using was color changing. And yeah, about the border, the fringe part is totally optional. I'm going to weave in these ends later, but these are totally optional. You don't have to add them on. You can just make your bralette and make the border like this one, so that you can attach them together and your top will be done. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and to leave a comment. I will read all of them and reply to all of them. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. And oh, one thing, I'm also going to be making a bottom top of this, and I'll soon be posting a video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.